My name's Jack. I want to tell you something that I think is a very important point as you go through life. If anyone ever borrows a book from you that you think is a really good book, they will never give it back. I used to have a book when I was a young guy that I thought I'd discovered called Catcher in the Rye. It was a great book. And I always used to say to my friends, oh, this is a great book, you've got to read this. And I would give them a copy. And they wouldn't give it back. So I'd buy another copy and I'd give it to another friend, you've got to read this. And they wouldn't give it back. And I realised the more people I gave it to, the better that book was, because it meant that people didn't really want to give up something that was so special. Well, that was a book that I read when I was a young guy, but now there's another book which I've just found at this stage of my life, which I think is just as good. And it's called Monkey on the Wing by Stephen Adams. This is a book about a young fella's travelling around the world, bumming around, roughing it. North Africa, Canada, Europe, the Pilbara around Australia. And the book itself tells the story of his travels. But there was something happened to him in Kalgoorlie which provoked him to write this book. And what happened was he was walking through Kalgoorlie and he accidentally got caught on the tow bar between a big truck and a low-end loader. And the low-end loader had a 4.5-ton forklift on it. The driver of the truck drove away and caught his foot so badly that his body was caught under the low-end loader, and every bone in his body just about was broken. He was sent completely blind, it cut the optic nerve, and he was left an absolute mess. 14 years ago that happened, and in the 14 years afterwards, with incredible spirit and determination, he determined to write a book about his experiences. This book is called Monkey on the Wing. And if you're looking for something to give a friend, if you have a friend who's downhearted and you think needs encouragement, this book will do it. It's a most remarkable chronicle of all the things which happened to him before and after the frightful accident that happened to him. So if you're ever downhearted and you feel, as he used to feel, he was sitting on a hill in the Rockies. He tramped all the way through the Rockies. And he looked across at the other Rocky Mountains and he thought, this is a magical moment that I will never ever see again. Every moment in life is another moment which we'll never see again. You might be sitting on a hill, but you might not have that feeling of inspiration, but you might feel, I'm so depressed, everything in front of me is a valley. No, you don't have to be depressed, because over on another hill, further over, just remember, there's something you can achieve, and there's probably that blind guy saying, come on over here, I did it, you can do it. Monkey on the Wing is a remarkable book for a first author. He has broken it up into 100 small chapters, not long, boring chapters where you keep turning the page wondering how long is this chapter going to be. These chapters are sometimes only 1 page long. But it's like Forrest Gump and the box of chocolates in life. You read one chapter and it only lasts a page or two, and you think, this is really great. I'll read another one, I'll read another one, I'll read another one. Before you know where you are, he's held your hand right through the book, and he's never dropped the ball. If you ever want a book that will really uplift you, if you ever want a book that you can give to a friend who will uplift them, Monkey on the Wing is the book. Look it up on the Google bar, and whatever you do, buy a copy for yourself, buy a copy for a friend. But if you want to lend a book to a friend, and this is the book, don't. He won't give it back. No one ever gives a good book back. Buy one for him, do yourself a favour, do him a favour. Look it up now, Monkey on the Wing, Stephen Adams. It is an absolute delight. Don't waste time.